Greetings, welcome back to Frog God Games, Sea King's Malice. It's an adventure written by Alex Kammer from GameHallCon. I'm so excited. We are almost halfway through this amazing campaign, and I would like to reintroduce our wonderful players, starting with Kyle.
Hi, I'm Kyle Vogt. I'm playing Mongor, now a 6th level half-orc barbarian.
Oh, me. Okay. Hi, I'm Cynthia Marie. I am playing Kira Nightshade. I'm a level 6. We're level 6. Yes, thank God. Elven monk who is very unstable now.
Well, you have a hole in your leg.
I have a hole in my leg.
Understandable. I'm John Arola, and I'm playing Scuttle, a 6th level human warlock.
And I'm Jason Charles Miller, and I'm playing Torpin Tumblefoot, a 6th level halfling rogue thief.
No healers.
No healers, 2 folks with holes in their legs. I'm Satine Phoenix. I am your game master. And we have been super sneaky. Sneaking around. Somebody has new bracers. Found out recently what it's all about. We felt some magic below. And we're going to start our adventure right now. As you descend into the darkness of the hold, you hear sloshing water, the sound of crates and casks being moved around with considerable violence, and the sound of an odd slurry-sounding language being spoken by several individuals. Underneath all of this, you hear the faint sounds of someone whimpering in pain. You make your way down super, super stealthily, and your eyes adjust to the dim. You see many dark green, toothy, and clearly marine humanoids of some sort busily tearing apart the hold, while 3 sahuagin loom over 2 severely injured-looking humans. Water everywhere. There's water deeper on the port side of the hold, matching the overall cant of the ship. So, you guys have already created what you're going to do. The information is there's 3 sahuagin, 1 who casts magic, but in separate areas. This is a huge ship. So in separate areas, there are other sahuagin tearing the place apart. And you are the most quiet. So, to recap, we cast Pass Without Trace. And tell everybody what you were all doing individually, what you've prepped for this, what is about to happen next.
So because we all work together so well, I have passive without trace. I'm going to drop it as soon as I see him gear up to start throwing his harpoon, in which I'm going to cast Silence. And that is in a 20-foot radius sphere, and hoping to encapsulate that other magical person that we think is around, so that other person may not be able to do things.
Very nice. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're going to run in. Are you running in?
Because you can't be within the range of your silent spell.
Right.
Okay. Scuttle?
I dropped back behind the meat wall, and I'm looking for a little bit of sweet marine revenge against these creatures.
Okay.
I'm going to stealth right behind the spellcaster and get ready to backstab.
Okay. So you guys are prepping, waiting for that right time. And you see maybe 4 of them that have been moving around the hull. They grabbed a bunch of stuff and jumped into the deep part of the water. Move at your own time.
Okay. If they haven't noticed, I want to get a surprise attack on them. Throw the harpoon at the guy who was the one he said had magic.
Okay, so you take a look and you're aiming, and it looks like a female. You've been at sea, you spent some time at sea. This is a sahuagin priestess.
So, rage. Throw. And I got 21 hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna do it.
And it's a contested athletics check to pull her close.
Okay. Where is the silent spell going to be cast? That is an 11. I'm sorry, a 15.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll say that you win this round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, sticker, it does 13 points damage. No, sorry, 14 points damage, and then I yank her closer to me, up to 20 feet.
Okay. So you run up a little bit to close the gap, and you do that. What's the breadth of your silent spell?
20-foot radius sphere, and I centered it on her.
Okay. So it encapsulates the whimpering people, the other sahuagin that were with her, and you two, boom, boom. This whole situation. The harpoon pierces her stomach, and she, but you can't hear it because silence. Okay,
If
so
I can get her close, she just makes a Dex 13 save.
10.
10, so she takes another 10 points electrical. If you do the extra die, it's another 2 more.
Okay, so you see her just like a fountain of blood, this black ichor-y blood, and the other two are like,
That's what I'm doing too. I'm going with electricity going.
And I'm right behind her going.
all right, so you go ahead and move.
Okay. I'm gonna. Boom. I get a 17. Yeah. Okay. And let's see.
If you want a crit fish, you do have advantage because it's from the surprise.
That's true.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let me try.
Crit fish? Is that a
Crit
thing?
fish. Not in crit
Roll,
fish.
you hit, but if you want to
Yeah.
try for a 20.
Okay.
So she takes 13 points of damage.
Just got what you meant.
Okay. This is the scene. It's like one of those like 300 scenes, right? Everything, like all you hear is slosh, slosh. Anybody outside of this silence hears you. You're the only one that hears this slosh, slosh, picking up crates. But what you see is almost in slow motion. It's so magnificent. Harpoon, blah, blah, 2 sahuagin. Him going with all the electricity, and then your halfling friend jumping in the air, going and like stabs her right in the head, and she's and you guys destroy the crap out of this sahuagin priestess in one swooping motion, while these other 2 sahuagin are running up. What do you do?
She is dead.
Oh, she's super dead.
She's dead. Okay, not worried about her then.
But the 2 other ones were within the sphere.
They're within the sphere, but I have I can see them. Line of
Yes,
sight.
you can.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit before getting in close because that didn't work for me last time. So I'm gonna crouch down and I'm going to unleash my Eldritch Blast. Can tell you what the Eldritch Blast is. So basically, we were talking about depth, and I understand depth because I spent a lot of time down there. So what I do is with each finger, because I have 2, I cut a little hole in reality, and that is a tiny little portal connecting to another set of tiny little portals really deep down below the ocean. And so that water comes through with incredible force in 2 little beams.
Oh my god.
Hitting 1 each to the 2 different sahuagin, basically.
Oh my god.
I get pressure.
Cool.
I know they're under pressure.
Oh, there's so
Of course,
much
I rolled
pressure.
terrible, so this is the first one. It's a natural 20.
Yes! Oh my god! You deserve it! Nobody's ever deserved a natural 20 more than you!
That's gonna be 9 damage.
Oh yeah.
And then we can get to-
You double
On
On
dice.
spells too?
Yeah.
Oh, do I roll again?
Spells you roll to hit, you get to double it.
Okay, so is it 18? Or do I roll
Wait,
a second
you roll
die?
2 dice.
2 dice. You
Okay.
double the damage dice.
Yes, okay. So that's 11 plus 4, 15 on the first one. And then the second one is going to be a natural 20.
That was incredible.
Wow!
That was incredible.
Oh man, you must have touched this die when I wasn't around. It's going to be 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
Now this
That's
is-
9 plus 3.
Oh, that's a 9.
Is this to
12,
the same
16.
person?
No, I said 1 to each.
One to each.
All right. So one is 13, one's 15.
I think so, yeah.
Spread the love.
So
Thank you for
they
reading
are
it.
running. They're attempting to run forward, but because of this force and the creativity of this, they're not going to be able to move forward on their turn, which is their turn, and they're about 15 feet away, and so they're like, they're just like trying to run through it. Maybe they make 5 feet, but that's about it. So nobody else in this whole area seems to know what is going on. So if you would like to just take these turns again, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
So the two are near us, near enough for us to move, right?
Yeah,
Like within 20 feet.
yeah, they're 15 feet away.
Then I'm gonna run up at one, and since my harpoon's stuck in the dead body, I'm gonna run up and just great axe both of them. So the first one's a 17 to hit,
Yep.
and the second one is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna.
For 16 on the first one, 15 on the second one, and the first one has to make a dex save.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Fairly certain you just killed
Oh,
it.
man.
So what was the damage on that though?
Oh,
If it does,
if it failed to save,
which it failed.
yeah,
No.
12 points.
He's frothing at the mouth. Blood is splattering, and the only thing that you can hear is when the blood hits the water around you.
Jeez.
Splatter.
That's
And
disgusting and beautiful.
I know, right? And so
I turn with extreme fury in my eyes to the two humans that were being tortured and interrogated. And take a breath.
and they weep, but you can't hear it. And
So
you see
You're all dead?
they're all dead.
Perfect.
You see that a couple other of the ones in that area that were picking stuff up, they jump into the hole. So maybe there's like two more just kind of minding their own business, doing the things because they didn't hear anything. Well done, guys. That was awesome.
Good job, Silas.
Sneaky bits.
So you guys all realize that there's still other ones moving. You stop.
I'm gonna put my axe away, yank the harpoon out, and point to the two people.
How long does silence last?
10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep an eye out on the other ones that are moving around. Like,
They look so confused right now. And they start crawling towards you and they're not getting up. They're just like, they're like one's arm hurts.
He's in the silent zone of silence. He can't hear me. Yeah.
oh no, outside noises. I think.
How far away are the other two?
At the other end.
If they're not moving yet, I'm gonna walk over and just grab one or both.
They're just super slow
Yeah,
because they're
and
kind of
just-
like padding and splashing in the water.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay. So you have them. Are you going to go back the way you came?
Mhm.
And one of them is you're outside of the zone, right? You kind of stumble on your way back. One of them, the last one, the rest of them jumped in. The last one stops and then jumps in.
Okay.
Can we get back up without them seeing us?
There's no other.
They
sahuagin.
just jumped
We
in.
all left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like in silence, and
Right.
they left while we.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
As we walk out.
The hole that was below us.
At the end.
Gotcha.
Just in case, as he's picking them up, I do want to. I'm going to turn on my detect magic again. We're in the hole. There's a possibility there might be something.
Sure.
Just him.
Why didn't you guys help them when I pointed to you to help them? They're crawling.
Couldn't hear you.
That's why I pointed. Are you okay? I looked at the two people. Are you okay? We got you. You're safe.
Who are you?
Well, we worked here, but there is no more here to work. They took everybody.
Let's go back to the cabin.
I would like for Scuttle. Monger, how many run-ins with these sahuagin have you had?
Hard telling. At least a half a dozen.
Okay, so the two of you roll history. Please.
16.
You keep that dice and you worship that dice.
7. I get negatives on my history.
I do too, actually.
Well, you were busy. You remember that they never leave people alive. It's very strange that they've taken anybody.
Okay. Is this the first run-in that your ship has had with the sahuagin?
It's the first run-in I've ever had. I don't know about the ship. I mean, with me on the ship,
Let's go to the captain room. Quiet there.
oh, it's probably the best idea. And they're limping and they're gashed and they are just
Really?
messed up.
Pick them up if I have to.
Okay, they're kind of like what?
Okay.
I'll be holding up the rear just with my staff, walking like real
Okay,
slow.
as you're moving, you're talking.
What happened? What happened?
We were attacked, and these just a storm of these sahuagin just attacked us, and we were not prepared. We're not fighters. We're research. You know, we.
Are you a healer by any chance?
And they look at no.
He's always on the prize.
No.
How long have you been at sea?
I've been sailing for a long time, but I'm not necessarily a sailor. I just, we go places, collect things, and then we have people who are more experienced. We just kind of serve them. And
How close are we to the captain's quarters by any chance?
oh, you know that it's fairly close.
Oh, I think we should make way to the captain's quarters if we can.
So you guys are on your way there.
Yeah. Where was your last port?
San Luis Obispo.
Was it Wassley?
Worsley?
That's
Wassley.
where we come from.
Oh,
No.
we come from Bridgeport.
Yes, but we were just in.
We were just in
Worsley. Yeah.
Worsley.
Yes. Things were fine, and then our captain had dinner with an old friend while at sea, and then everything got a little strange, and it's just been strange ever since. We started going south, and
Who was
I
the
don't.
French lady?
Her name was Elisa.
Mm.
It was a very. She had a very interesting ship. I think she's part of a family of merchants.
We've had strange dinners too.
We're looking for her, actually.
We're on her brother's ship. We're here to rescue.
Will you rescue us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We will.
Okay.
But if you have information, the sahuagin wanted something from you. This is a research vessel. Have you recently discovered anything? Brought something on board?
No, but we are in uncharted territory.
Perhaps.
Yes,
They've been doing something very strange. So I saw them. I was really worried that we were going to be taken. And he holds his friend. His friend is just shivering. They had these giant jellyfish, and they would use them as transport for our friends. And we're the only two left.
Did they take them underwater?
Yes. I don't know why, and maybe they're into research. I don't know, but it's frightening. I wish I had more experience. I could go find my friends.
They didn't need you.
No.
What sort of questions were they asking you?
They were asking about where we've been and mostly taunting and if we knew of any other vessels coming in and out of this area.
Okay.
Like they're looking for people. Like more people.
Slaves?
Maybe
Possibly.
slaves.
Sacrifices?
You wouldn't happen to have any of those jellyfish, would you?
I never want to see a jellyfish ever again. It was the most frightening thing I've ever seen. They were massive.
Oh,
Massive.
yeah, that sounds right.
Get them back to our ship.
Oh, I think we should investigate the captain's quarters first before we do that.
Fine. Let's see if we can discover any clues.
All right. So, you guys quickly make it to the captain's quarters. And the door is partially open. This formerly elegant stateroom has seen better days. The pieces of furniture have been smashed into kindling. Feathers are everywhere, the scattered remains of the bedding that once adorned the hinged seabed that was mounted on the wall. Unlike the rest of the staterooms on the ship, this one has more woodwork and other small refined touches. You surmise that this must have been the captain's quarters. Obviously, you're in the captain's quarters. As you stand in this room trying to puzzle out what the layout was before being ransacked, you see the remnants of a small writing desk in the corner, a bed on the other side of the room, and a small wardrobe.
I'm gonna go examine the desk.
And I will also rifle through the wardrobe.
Okay.
Did you say there's water in it?
Feathers.
Right. That means is there any standing water in it? Like is it wading through it? Okay.
I'm gonna check in the bed.
Keep an eye on the door.
Okay. What do you do with the two shivering people?
Put them on a chair and make them like relax.
Yeah.
So you kind of pick up a chair off the ground
Yeah.
and you set them there and you coo them.
Yeah.
If there's any heavy clothing in the wardrobe when I open it, I would put it on them.
Okay, there's some like very ornate like captain's jackets.
That'll warm them
They're
up.
actually pretty sweet.
Towels?
Any towels?
There are absolutely zero towels or anything that remotely looks like a towel with a
You're gonna break his heart.
Well, let them dry off.
Yeah.
What'd you find?
All right, 1 second. I have to find the actual listing of what is in this area, which is not as easy. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
No
worries. Were they asking you guys questions?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
You look like they were interrogating.
The question is, how would we get down to them?
Swim.
It might be pretty far.
Swim.
Swim.
How do you breathe while swimming?
I breathe while swimming.
Show me.
Good
Some of
for
us
you.
are not very good underwater.
You want a jellyfish?
Nope.
A jellyfish would be useful.
I learned how to swim and breathe. Learned how to swim really well.
You can breathe underwater.
You can actually?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's helpful. He should have been the one to have dove in to save you.
He did.
He did.
He did.
We
I
just got out
jumped
of
in
time
first.
I'm sorry, I was passed out half the time.
He jumped in as well.
Huh.
He was playing with big fish.
Oh, they were playing with me.
Shark bait.
Should have gone with that instead of Scuttle.
It was a bloody good time.
Your nickname went from Scuttle to Chum.
He's a good chum.
He's the best chum. Anywho,
Soon we'll all be chums.
excuse you.
Well, if we have to go down there.
You a chummy?
I mean, if you want to call me that, I guess.
What'd we find?
Okay, so who's looking in what?
I'm looking in the desk and on the desk.
Okay, in the desk you find, depending on your role, investigation, please. Anybody that is investigating different areas, please make your investigation checks.
14 for me.
Perfect.
7 in the wardrobe.
All you found were those 2 great, awesome jackets that you gave somebody else.
That's great.
Okay, so
15.
15.
10.
Okay. So you are looking in the desk.
Mhm.
You absolutely find the ship's manifest that has a list of all the people who were on board and the supplies and the route and all that. And it includes notes on the date that the Discovery encountered the Zephyr, which is the ship that Elisa had.
Mhm.
You also find that is all you find there. Yes.
Good stuff.
Who's looking in what else?
There was the
I
wardrobe,
failed.
the desk, and I was looking under the bed. Was there something else?
So you were make me another perception check. Actually, that was an investigation. Make me a perception.
And I was doing an investigation of the room, looking at the maps.
See, Evan?
All right. So what did you get on your investigation, Kyle?
Oh,
I got a 15.
Okay.
never mind. Never mind.
Okay. The 15, you find, you're just kind of looking around for stuff. You find Captain Zeb Quindle's journal. And you look at it, and there's a couple of pieces of folded paper sticking out of it. You open it up. Da-da-da-da.
Nope.
There's a map, a hand-drawn map of what looks like the southern part of this world, and a hand drawing of a crocodile in the southern area. And it has notes on it from, it's like, Elisa
Navigation notes.
Brand said this, and these are other information for you to find this location. Yes.
I know how to
And
get to the island.
says that she's looking for this island, and that there's some notes in there about why he needs to find it before her.
This is making my brain hurt. Who wants to read the notes?
I think we're about all equally intelligent, but I'll take a look as well, maybe over shoulder. Anything about, well, why does he want to find it first?
It says there's a lot of gems and treasures there.
Yeah.
Treasures strewn across the beaches. Gems as far as the eye can see.
You can see pretty far.
As you were finding this, you do see that kind of stuck into the corner is a saber. And on the hilt of it has a Q on it.
Zeb Quindall. Q for Quindall.
Well, why would his saber be here? Isn't this Elisa's ship?
Nope, this is
Zeb
Zeb.
ship.
He met up with
Nobody
Elisa.
corrected me when I mentioned this earlier.
I didn't want to discourage
We were tired from combat. Our brains were cloudy.
Captain
Half of
Quindle.
us were under silent spell.
The journal says Captain Quindle.
you. And Zeb did meet up with Elisa, but
You
she's
were-
since left.
So technically, she was on the ship.
You weren't that off.
Hi.
The Sahuagin, I don't know that I know enough culturally, but are they a race that would be interested in these gems? Like, do they like gathering treasure?
History.
Sahuagin.
Sahuagin.
5.
Everything likes
I
treasure.
was given a book about them once, but I only read the first page.
As I'm playing with the saber, I swing it, pointing it towards Scuttle Space. Is this magic?
You think that
Squid sense.
it's extra sharp. It's definitely a +1.
Could come in handy.
Is it a saber like a longsword?
Do either of you use longswords?
I use all swords.
The harpoon to bring him close and the saber to poke him full of holes.
Or to grab them, put them on the ground, and stab them. I call it to grab them and stab them.
I prefer
I
my
like-
fists.
You see that you hear the whimpering from behind you,
Maybe
and
we
the
should
two
go.
people are like actually backing up from you towards the wall and kind of like climbing it with their shoulders, like,
You want
and
to
they're
go?
shivering as if they're really cold.
We should probably get back to the ship then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do another cursory check just in case anything that catches our eye.
Roll me a perception check.
Good call.
Oh, yay!
I'll look as well. I'm always looking.
22!
Nice.
I would have gotten an 18.
You see nothing. You, Kira,
See, delusional.
you
Oh, yeah,
are
I'm
walking.
wrong. Sorry, I got a 21.
Yeah, you leveled.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing. So now you both see it, and you're both walking kind of next to each other, and you both your feet hit a floorboard, and you're
Oh. I didn't know my leg could make that sound now.
It's your limp.
Yeah.
Let's keep walking. I'm just kidding. Let's investigate.
So like, I have my staff. So when that happened, I probably like hit it, and my staff, I'm gonna assume, kind of like went down a little.
Oh.
What's up?
Okay, so pull the floorboard up.
what you see is a small little treasure cache.
Ooh.
Within it is a bunch of
Healing potions.
money and diamonds worth, oh shoot, 2 diamonds worth 500 gold pieces each.
Oh, you want to lead to the victors go the spoils.
A potion of superior healing,
Ah, excellent.
which is 8d4 plus 8. A potion, 2 potions of water breathing, and a necklace of adaptation. I'll get you the
that?
stats on that, because that's pretty cool.
I can tell you inside the game if you want.
I'll tell you right now.
Water
While
potions
wearing,
or something.
while wearing the necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment, and you have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors, such as cloud kill and stinking cloud effects, inhaled poisons, and the breath weapons of some dragons. For example, turtle
Flurry.
dragon.
Necklace of what?
Turtle dragon.
Adaptation.
Where was this when the turtle dragon arrived?
Right
It's-
there underneath the floorboard.
Well,
It's
since I'm
this-
the only one who looks good in a necklace.
I don't know about that.
It's a big gold fat necklace that comes down into 2 tapers, and there's like really cool intricate work. And then there's like 2
Fine.
like leathery bits and beads at the end.
You
They're
can
like a twerk.
I've got
Fight.
potions at least.
fight me for it if you want.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'll fight.
You see the sparkles and hearts in her eyes.
You want to fight? I'll fight.
I'll just take one of the diamonds. Thank you very much.
I'll leg. I may not have a leg, but
We'll fight back on the ship.
yes.
Okay.
So with that, she can also breathe underwater. So we now have enough for everybody to breathe underwater.
Well, 3 out of 4.
Well, he can do it. She has a necklace.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can all
then-
we can all breathe.
Okay, great.
It's like we were graced by God or something.
God quell. God of storms.
Yes.
Okay. So
thought you
you
were
have
kidding.
these people. You make your way back up to the bounty with 2 more people, and the crew begins to take them and take care of them, and you are now back at sea, back on the water, but you have a direction, and the direction is Crocodile Island.
Chase.
Mm,
Yes.
My navigation was a 16 with the Crocodile Island.
So you're hovering over whoever's navigating. You're like, no, you want it. No, you want it. No, you want it. And they're basically like quietly shoving you aside. That goes on for quite a while.
I show Jace the map and explain that we've got direction now. I think we know where we're going.
Her eyes light up and she's ready to go in that direction. She wants to get the heck off the ocean because this part is too unreliable for her. So you guys have a direction and you go in that direction.
Do you want to tell Jace about the fisherman taking people?
It's a need to know.
It's sort of their story to
situation.
tell.
Sure,
If they bring it up, they bring
say
it up.
some things.
Like, it's not like they could come up and take people off our ship or something.
I mean, we're heroes. They can't touch us. We're on our way. No need to excite anyone prematurely.
Yeah, so the crew over the next few days are freaked out. Little rumors are going here and there, like almost like bedtime stories. And people are starting to be afraid to go to sleep at night.
So they're taking the threat seriously and watching out for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
After spending nearly a month, sorry. Okay. After spending nearly a month on the open sea in pursuit of what at times has felt like a fool's errand, you hear, "Land ho! Starboard! 35 degrees!" from the mainmast.
Oh, finally.
And you look over, and in the distance, and getting closer and closer, is an island. You approach, and it starts to take shape. You estimate that it must be at least 50 miles long from tail to snout. From your current vantage point, you see that a small set of hills rises in the location of the crocodile's head, following a dip down to the neck. Then, just like the profile of a real crocodile, the land rises again in a ridge of low-lying mountains to a high point in the middle of the beast's back, followed again by a gradual descent to a low point at the far end of the island, the tip of the crocodile's tail. The head of the island is facing north.
I climb up to the top of the crow's nest and I look eagerly to see if I can see any gems or jewels glittering on the beaches.
You don't even need to roll a perception check because you're distracted by the destroyed ship that lies in front of it. And that ship looks exactly like the description of the Zephyr. Exactly.
That's why she couldn't be home.
He's got
Let's
it.
see if she's still here.
Okay.
But now that I saw that, do I see any gems or gold glittering on the beaches?
You do see lots of shiny, everything shiny, just like if you go to a lot of islands and like the water kind of kisses the sand and it's tropical. There's also a large looking volcano on it, but you know, aside from that and the ominousness of that, it's a beautiful tropical island.
So hold on, anything that is absolutely beautiful is probably also deadly. Therefore,
That
I-
explains you.
yes, thank you. That's so sweet. Hey, we should probably do some reconnaissance before we actually touch down on land. As much as I would love to be on dry land, not water, I don't believe that these jewels are anything that we should be touching right away. So,
If they're really there.
exactly, is it possible for you to do your investigation?
Squid vision.
Yes.
I'm also.
30
How
feet
far
away.
off are we from the?
I'm just.
We might have to get close, but I like what you're thinking. I don't trust the gems either. So before we touch them, we should definitely check.
Yes.
I also want to yell up to him, "Do you see any crocodiles?"
Just one gigantic one.
Okay, if that's the
Clarify,
only crocodile on the
please.
goblin.
Do I see any crocodiles on the beaches or anything?
Do we want?
You're
I don't
very
trust
far
it.
off, but you're approaching very fast.
Do we want to look at the crash ship?
I think we do.
I think
I think that's our first stop.
Yeah.
That's our first investigation.
Okay.
How close to the island is it crashed? It's on the island, is it?
No, it's actually in front of it.
Oh, okay.
So it's still in the water.
So
Oh,
The break,
But,
the
yeah.
breakstones before the beach.
So we
Exactly.
could theoretically anchor our ship, take a little boat over, go and see what we got.
Yeah. You talk about that with Jace. She seems very okay. You haven't seen the captain in a couple days.
Did he perish?
No.
Darn.
Just checking.
He is very quiet.
Oh, as we get closer to his sister.
And everyone else is more excited because they're like,
This is the actual mission. I heard there was money on the beaches.
that rumor also has been
Yes.
spread.
By me.
Are you spreading that?
I mean, I'm just telling them what we heard.
The times that I've seen him, when he seems angry, does he seem angry about us getting closer to finding his sister?
He's tired. He's angry about that. There's a lot going on. You guys have been out at sea for so long, and that salt water and the air and that sun, it just is cooking all of you. And the depression of losing so many members.
Mm.
It's wonderful being back on the ocean.
We're always on the ocean.
All right.
Um,
So you guys go into another raft.
mhm.
We gonna rowboat it?
Rowboat it.
Row,
Okay.
row your boat.
All right. So you go to the rowboat. You're heading into the water. Right up next to you is Red. I want to go. Please take me with you. You haven't seen
Where have
him
you
in
been?
a long time.
Weeks?
Month? Where have you been?
Taking care of myself.
Doing what?
Take what food I need. I got skills now.
I know, I taught them to you, and then you disappeared.
I have to practice them. I can't have you hovering over me telling I'm doing it wrong.
Fine, come with us. If you die, I'm not responsible.
Oh, jeez.
He's already wearing the red shirt.
I give him the long sword that I used to have, the non-magical one. Can you use this?
I don't know. All right. And he's definitely pointing it at you and like kind of doing this way too close to you guys.
Oh no. No. Natural one watch.
No, I
I'm gonna
rolled
hit somebody.
so high.
Oh god. Ah, what?
So he's like showing you how great it is, and then just cut you a little bit, and then goes, and then looks at you in the eyes, and it's like, kind of holds it. He's like, oh, what do I do with it?
Just put it away.
Sorry,
And I just growl a little bit under my breath.
sorry.
God.
He's gonna get us killed.
You guys go into the water, splash, and you row your boat all the way to the Zephyr.
Gently.
Gently. To this beautiful island, but not quite there. You go to the Zephyr. So it's sitting there. It's pretty messed up. Oh. Scuttle, please roll me a history check at advantage.
History check.
Mhm.
Advantage. History is not my subject.
Okay, well then this could be something else actually.
7. Wait, history?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Flashbacks. Big, giant, tentacle, destroying flashbacks. The wounds on the ship are that of what you have experienced.
I can see the creature wrapping around this ship.
Yeah. In that like low opacity memory kind of way. Yeah. Yeah. And you're just, it's, all the memories are starting to flood back into your brain. All the
Okay.
pain, all the suffering. What does that look like to everybody?
What does it look like? The creature?
The scenario.
Oh, sorry, that they're witnessing as I'm doing this. Okay. So as we get closer and closer, I look like I'm looking into myself, and then gradually more and more of that cold sweat, like on the deck of the ship, starts pouring down my face. I lock up and start shaking, they've experienced something like this before with my PTSD symptoms, but this is far, far worse. Like I'm locked up, like I'm actually there.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Okay, I come out of it a little bit. I start to get a grip on myself. We have to tread really, really carefully. Something big took this down. Something bigger than sahuagin or kobolds.
Is it something that you know?
It's something like what I saw under the sea. Some sort of massive beast tore the ship apart.
The big tentacly thing.
There's many tentacles, big ones and little ones.
Not a jellyfish, correct?
Far bigger than a jellyfish.
Now the water around you is clear, super clear, island clear. And as you row closer, you kind of go to the side, and you see that there's 2 longboats. They're sitting on the shore.
Oh, that's the beach.
And this ship is actually in one piece, but it's beat up. Like it's not saleable right now, but
And now, is it beached on the beach, or is it stuck on the break rocks before the beach?
I'm not good at that game.
Okay.
Okay.
If we took the longboats, it wouldn't be on the beach, then I assume, right? At least a little bit out.
They're on the shore.
Oh, okay.
Longboats are.
The longboats.
Yeah.
As we're rowing up towards Zephyr, I look over. Water is really clear.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I am captain of the rowboat.
Hopefully no one will sneak up on us.
Did you see the gyms down there?
What?
I look over.
Oh yeah. Do you knock him in?
No. I give him a little tap.
His tap might knock a halfling over. Are there gems down below us?
Every once in a while, you see something sparkly in the water.
Well, then I'd like to follow her suggestion and and see if anything's coming from the gems.
You have no wom happening.
No, there's no one.
Yeah.
Oh, just wealth beyond our most fabulous dreams.
No, it doesn't have to be magical. It just has
Well,
to
it'd
make
be a
us
good
rich.
time to learn how to swim.
Great time.
I can teach you.
Not right now.
All right. I guess I'd bring this up to someplace where we can board the Zephyr.
Okay. So there's no like ladders or lines or anything, no ropes. You do have the grappling hooks. Stunk. Easy enough. Go ahead and make me athletics checks.
Right. 22.
18.
Fantastic. 18. Everybody except for Scuttle
Aw.
makes it up. Scuttle's just sitting in the rowboat right now, but if you want to take your time and just eventually get up there.
Is it a rope? Where
We can
climb
send a rope down to him.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I use literally all like upper body strength, no legs because of my injury.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And 22, like
You've been doing a lot of push-ups and pull-ups.
yeah.
We've been wrestling.
So everything here is distressed. What you also see very easily, there are slices as if by swords. Like there was an actual fight on here as well. And the mast is damaged. So there are large pieces of angst in this boat.
Captain's cabin?
That is usually our best spot.
Mhm.
If we go to the cabin.
All right, so you make your way and you see that kind of scattered everywhere, like things were picked up and dropped everywhere. Part of what was in the hold is everywhere. Grain and copper ore. It's everywhere. So you make your way to the captain's area. All right. Much like the last one, desk, bed, wardrobe.
I'll look at the floor to see if there's.
Yeah, I was like, it's
I
happening.
investigate the desk.
Roll investigation.
Taking my time, have I caught up with them?
Yeah, we're not gonna walk up on that.
Get an 11.
When you cast your spell,
Detect magic.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like it jumps back onto you.
It's being rebounded.
Something's weird about this area. Something really strange. Almost like a wall. So you're like cast and it's like. So that's what you felt. Sorry about that. You felt that on the outside as you were rowing up.
Okay.
I got a natural 20, so it's investigation 22. I'm going for the wardrobe this time.
Failed that last time. Yeah.
Interesting enough, nothing is disturbed.
I got a 16 for searching the floor.
You do find a journal.
Where?
I'm so sorry, guys. I need to pause for a second. I don't actually have the adventure. I have the manuscript.
Oh.
So there's like notes everywhere, and I can't actually see what this says.
Not in its final form.
Yeah.
Did we go through Zeb's journal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did.
That's how you found.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was on the map. Okay.
And-
Oh, the journal. The map was in the journal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you guys eventually make it up, helping each other along the way. Grappling hook, ropes, 1, 2, 3. You go directly to the captain's room. This once handsome stateroom has certainly seen better days. Despite the riot of smashed furniture, rent fabric, and scattered papers, it remains obvious that this is the nicest room on the ship. Some scratches and dents aside, the woodwork remains mostly intact, and the porthole castings, too, are of obvious high quality. A cursory search reveals scattered personal items, an ivory hairbrush, a pair of hair sticks that seem to be made of ebony, many pieces of well-made clothing now torn and rent, fitting someone slight and of short nature. A drawer that formerly resided in a writing desk
Search
contained
the floor for. Search the desk.
investigation, perception,
Or
whichever one's higher. What? All right, natural 20. You got a natural 20 also? Did anyone else get a natural 20?
an unnatural 9.
This side.
Aw.
60.
This,
Okay.
this side's 2020.
True.
So's hindsight.
There's there's nothing in the bed. Yeah, no. And every time you go to touch it, more feathers go. All right, 20s. Who was looking where? Wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
The 2 dresses that are in the wardrobe are gorgeous.
That's it?
Beads.
Okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful dresses.
There's dresses. Fantastic. I'm actually gonna go over to the the ebony comb and the what'd you say, the ivory comb and the ebony, yeah, I'm just
Suddenly, her hair goes like this.
it's quaint.
All right. And what are you looking at, sir?
I was searching the floor for scattered bits.
Boom, boom, boom. Foot, foot, foot. Foot, 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 foot. Nope, nothing.
No
The,
hidden, no hidden panels.
The desk.
The desk.
What's in there?
What's in the desk? You find, ba-ding, an intact leather-bound journal that bears the brand crest.
Yes.
You'd think they would take the journals with them.
You would.
Right.
The magical wall that I felt, the rebounding, does it feel like it's near here in this room?
It's like a wall that covers the outer part of the island. It's massive. It just went, you felt a ripple in reality.
Mm.
And also in this desk, there is a coffer. It looks like it's cracked. You grab it.
Yeah.
So you open it, and it's empty.
What might have been in
Yeah. It's
Might
very
have been someone's
ornate.
soul. You don't know because it's empty.
There's
there? No, it was shaped in a particular way.
Are you looking at it?
Yes.
Are you investigating?
Mhm.
Roll me investigation.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Ooh, 19.
You're looking at it, and something's really funny here.
whoopee cushion inside.
What's funny?
There's a portal and we're all dead.
No, I can't.
I imagine.
Is it a secret panel so you find the secret hidden little thing?
So is she still alive?
If not, it's a trap and you're dead.
She would have just opened it. It's cracked.
Unless she was abducted quickly.
You have discovered a gold Zephyr assimilated signet ring. Zephyr assimilated is the name of her father's company. The value is 200 gold pieces. It smells like 200 gold pieces worth of gold.
Nice. I put it
Quality
on.
smell.
It's a signet ring?
Ba-ding!
Will it fit?
In your pinky.
I'm in halfling.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, ba-ding!
Yeah, I got my thumb.
You also find a leather purse with a bunch of money in it and 6 garnets worth about 300 gold pieces each.
Well, we haven't even gotten to the shores yet. This is incredible.
I'm gonna write that down. Bunch of money. So the signet ring.
How much money? Or just the garnets?
Suppose. Some
A
people do.
lot of money, about this much money.
Okay, lots of gold.
So we could order things from the company with it.
Sure. I'd say so.
We could vote.
Sure. We get
Excellent.
5 boats.
They can be Captain Obvious on a big boat.
But what I found, which may be most important, is this journal.
No.
Let's look at it.
The money is quite important.
Well,
here.
we're trying to find the
Okay,
woman to get even
okay.
more.
All right.
Although, I mean, not even 5 ago, he probably just
I mean, if we were
accumulated enough treasure already.
Exactly.
We could just
so
take
perhaps we
off.
just never find her, and
Just keep looking.
Yeah.
Just keep accumulating more treasure.
He's gonna pay us 1,000 gold until we bring her back.
Oh, we've already. Okay, fine. We need
We've
that
made
money.
You said
close
it's a
to
lot of
that
money.
already.
It is a lot of money.
We've made close to that already.
Which
But
is
But
1,000
we-
gold more.
We
Let's
would
read the
double it,
journal.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I open the
fine.
journal.
Okay.
Start looking.
The journal lists a lot of theories about what's on this island. Lots of things about treasure, where it might be located. A lot of rumors that she's been taking notes from that drunkard that she brought on the boat.
Jasper. Anything about threats?
Sahuagin.
What was her last entry?
That was her last entry.
The Huggins.
Her last entry was actually about the island.
Okay.
Does it seem like she wrote it after they got to near the island?
No. This is all theory about what could possibly be, the rumors that she's heard from this guy.
It's shaped like a giant crocodile. What if it's a giant sleeping crocodile?
Shh. Let's not wake it up.
Never gonna handle another crocodile.
So you guys make your way out of the room.
Sure.
And as you guys walk back, kind of taking a peek into different rooms, you see dead people. You see dead Sahuagin. Not many, but they're there.
My fear is that the Sahuagin, they attacked, but could they have crashed the ship in the first place? I don't think so. Something else attacked it. So I wonder if the Sahuagin can control the thing that wrecked the ship, and then they attacked, maybe.
Or perhaps they were already in process of attacking, and the thing that you spoke of attacked.
Maybe it could have shown at the same time, but you know, Kraken or whatever it was can't harm you if you're on land. So maybe we should
Good point.
disembark, get on the island.
I want land.
Okay.
I want to check out these gems.
You rush to the rowboat.
I'm dragging Redgar along with us.
He's just been like flush about the dead things.
Yeah.
It's like,
Come on.
You want to be an adventurer? Well, toughen up.
This is how it's done.
okay.
We cry on the inside like winners.
Constantly. All the time. Always crying. On the inside.
Cry on the inside, bleed on the outside.
Yes.
He takes a little notebook and
Okay, that's suspicious.
Write down that for me too.
I will tell you later.
Okay.
I hope we don't die.
Me too.
Okay, so you guys row your way over to the shore, and you notice that the
The 2 longboats?
two longboats that are on shore busted, and it looks like very easy. You don't have to be a tracker to see these marks in the sand. Just there was like fighting or something. There's a lot of commotion happening. Also, shiny bits all over. Big, jewel-looking shiny bits.
All different types of gems.
A couple different
This is underwater?
in the shore.
Sure, thank you.
So I'm still curious about her idea. So I'm gonna try to detect magic again. Does it seem like it's not working inside of the island?
It is acting weird. Yeah.
But I don't detect anything off the gems, but I can't be
No.
sure.
Yeah. Can't really be sure. Nothing is happening when you pick up a gem.
Can I
But
try
there's
something?
something weird in the air. Also, all of you, there's something really itchy in the air. Maybe have you ever been around a volcano before? Any? Yeah,
I've
there's
been itchy,
something
though.
sulfurous in the air that
I'm
doesn't make it easy to breathe.
dragging the rowboat off the beach
Good.
into the tree line and hiding it under bushes,
Mm.
branches, and things.
Can I try
Alright.
something too? Can I pick up a gem and I'm going to try to throw it into the ocean as far as I can?
Are you skipping a stone?
No, I'm going for a distance as far as I can to try to get it past where I felt like we passed through the barrier.
It was very far.
Oh.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't- I
way
couldn't throw
past
that
the-
far.
No.
I'd like to pickpocket Redgar, his journal.
The little notebook.
You think he's leaving us a
All
bad
right.
review?
No, I think he might. Can I roll for that? I'll tell you what I think.
He's a
Yeah,
spy.
roll sleight of hand.
I know he's just writing down what we told him.
Oh, man.
Did you get over
Aw.
14?
You think you'd
No.
call by a kid? No.
No.
You're too tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust that kid.
Roll insight.
So did you throw the gem? Or did you just realize it was too far?
19.
Realize.
Something is weird. You can't pinpoint it.
Okay.
About
But
him.
yeah, there is something strange about this kid. But you don't really like at this. Yeah, you just can't pinpoint what's weird about him.
Would I have noticed her trying to pickpocket him?
Roll perception. What did you roll?
Oh, it's 7. It's very easy.
Oh yeah, I got a 26.
Yes.
So if I noticed that, but I also noticed that she failed, that actually sort of sparks the idea in me. I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt
Do I,
to pilfer the
do I
journal.
notice them hovering around the small child?
Perception.
Everyone on the island is reaching towards the kid.
He's like,
I got a dirty 20.
Oh.
yeah. You
To do what?
Actually, sorry, 21, actually.
Okay, so what did you
To
get?
do what?
Just see you guys like.
Oh, I got
going
a
up-
13. And all that.
Jeez.
I rolled lower.
Okay.
He doesn't see, and you yoinked it.
I'm assuming because I'm right there that I see this, or should I roll?
Perception.
All right.
Yeah, this is all
He's
PvP
really
right
sly.
now.
11. I see none.
Okay, so you guys are at the beach. Are you looking for gems, or are you following the footsteps, which are running into the jungle? What are the two things you're doing?
Okay,
The gems will be here when we get back.
Yeah,
First,
I agree.
greedy as I am about these gems.
However, I will point out that chances are we're probably going to be running back this way, so we're not going to actually have time to do
Let's
this.
grab a few.
Yeah.
Let's grab a few.
fill the boat.
But see, then there's the other side that if we grab those, perhaps those are actually trackable, and whoever like.
Right, they could be cursed or something.
Redgar's already started doing. Like he's already been down there. Like.
Well,
So if it's cursed, he's a goner.
Could I glance at his journal
You
while
sure can.
he's okay? I motion to you to come up to Kira to come over and like I think I see something over here. I'd like to show you.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
let's go over here. So we sort
Okay.
of walk a little bit ways down the beach. Maybe a tree or two is blocking Redgar's view from us, and then
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Huh? Did you suspect too?
what's that?
You suspect it? Like I
Uh,
don't trust him.
Yeah, not at all.
You
Well, let's
Okay,
start
okay.
reading. So we start reading.
The dates go back about 25 years. Different names. Different.
How
cities.
extensive though? And like, does it? I just want to know if he's hired by somebody, like to keep tabs on us.
I think he's
At
not what
first
he seems.
glance-
It's just fan fiction.
I mean,
At first glance, I mean, you'd have to read it to
Yeah.
try to figure those things out. But at first glance, different names he signs, different dates that go way back, different locations. This person is not who you think it is. And that is where we're going to stop.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. You are in the jungle, tree line. It smells delicious. There's gems all in the sand. However, you are being distracted from the very fast footsteps that are going into both human and non-human, going into the jungle.
Oh, we're going.
And
No, you're looking at a book.
I mean, we're gonna be going.
yes, so that is where we're going to stop for today. Thank you, Alex Kammer. We are having so much fun. Thank you, Frog God Games, for putting out the Sea King's Malice. And that is halfway through our adventure.
woo!
So
Because we're seeking adventure.
and with that,
Pretty good.
we'll bid you adieu.